Hello viewers, good afternoon. This is Barun Dirwa. Today I am here to discuss one of the chapter from commerce that is called as financing or business finance. So when we talk about financing or business finance, what does this mean? Okay. So business financing or finance means what? Procuring, assembling, collecting or managing the resources that is available in the business or from outside so as to run the business is called as business finance. Okay, now there are several types of businesses. If you have done in class 11, you might know there are different types or forms of businesses. One is sole proprietorship, partnership and joint stock company. So here in class 12, when you talk about financing, particularly this chapter focuses on joint stock company as to how to finance joint stock company. So I will tell you how to finance sole proprietorship and partnership. See, both of them there is a similarity. Sole proprietorship can also bring its own money. Say partners and its member can bring their own money, or borrow from friends and relatives or from banks, or advances from customers. But then, from where will the joint stock company bring their financial resources? Because this is a bigger business and they require huge capital resources. So here we are going to discuss about the long-term sources and then the short-term sources. So long-term sources, when you go through, in the long-term sources you have equity shares, you have preference shares, you have debentures, you have loans and advances from financial institutions, you have to make out your own profit, you have to generate your own income or capital from within the organization, that is called as retained earning. Remember, this retained earning, there will be a extra portion or a video made on this, so please wait for that. And in the case of short term, you have public deposits, trade credit, customer advances and loan from bank. We will be discussing in two of the topics of long term financing, that is equity share and preference shares. So talking about the long term sources of finance for joint stock company, primarily we will talk about equity shares, preference shares, and then in the later video I will be talking about debentures and other forms. So we will talk about equity shares. So what is equity shares? Okay, these are the normal shares which joint stock company issues in order to collect fund or finance. Okay, so these are also called as ordinary shares, or also it is called as owner's share or ownership capital. Okay, similarly, if we have to talk about preference shares, what is preference shares? This is just the opposite of equity shares. The word preference means some privileges are attached to this kind of shares. What are the privileges? We'll understand. Number one is fixed rate of dividend. They get fixed rate of dividend. Second is payment prior to ordinary shareholders. Third is, in the case of dissolution or winding up of the company, preference shareholders are the one who would be paid first. So, and then the very important things to be discussed is the types of equity shares. If you happen to know the types of preference shares in class 12 in accounts, there is a chapter called shares which you understand properly. Authorized share capital, issued share capital, subscribed, paid up or bonus. So these are in terms of shares which you better understand in that chapter. I will be explaining you types of preference shares here. So there are generally four types of preference shares. One is convertible and non-convertible, redeemable and non-redeemable, participating and non-participating, and cumulative and non-cumulative. So convertible preference shares are those preference shares that can be converted into equity shares also. Okay, and non-convertible you cannot convert them. Similarly, redeemable, the word redeemable means repay. You can repay back. Okay, redeemable preferences are those preferences that can be redeemed or repaid after a certain specific time period, and non-redeemable means you cannot redeem it. Similarly, participating is what? So here is another preference given, that is in the case of participating preferences, this means that the preference shareholders have the right to take part in the business, that is the profit that is left over, or in the running of the business. Similarly, non-participating, they cannot take part. And cumulative means what? That gets added up. Suppose the preference shareholders are not paid now, their preferences or their interest gets added up. In the cases of Non-cumulative, the preference or the interest does not get added. So I will discuss you the difference, very simple differences between equity and preferences. Number one is what? The status of equity shareholders is that of an owner. They are the owner of the business. Similarly, the status of the preference shareholders are they are the creditors of the company. Similarly, since equity shareholders they don't have a fixed rate of dividend, okay, so that means they have a higher risk of failure. There is a high risk, whereas they get preference shareholders get the fixed amount of dividend. Because of that reason, what happens? They are at very low risk. And then equity shareholders have voting rights, whereas preference shareholders they don't enjoy voting rights. Also, if you talk about this, you talk about payment prior. That means the preference shareholder gets prior to paying equity shareholders. Okay. So some of these, with this I am summing up today's video. In the next video I will be discussing more on the detail of the chapter. Thank you and take care.